Jagex has laid out their initial plan for 110 crafting in this brand new right-click examine. Let's summarize and discuss. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. This post is our first look into the details of 110 crafting, which is launching in June, so this update is a little over 2 months away. Starting from level 100 crafting, you'll be able to craft a brand new magic armor set for which the tier will range from the base tier 85 version all the way up until tier 90. In other words, the process in upgrading this armor to the tier 90 form is going to be similar to Elder Rune or the Elder Magic ranged and magic weapons. So you'll have a base version, and the tier 90 version is the +5 version, or the 5th upgrade. In the future, we'll also be seeing 110 Hunter have the same thing except for ranged armor. The main component for this new armor set is a new tier of cloth, which is created on a loom from a new type of plant thread. That new plant thread is created on a spinning wheel from some kind of produce, which can only be obtained by farming a new type of herb or tree. It's not exactly clear what it is. The seeds for that new plant will be obtainable through trade, PVM, thieving, and other activities. I'm going to assume clue caskets or troves from the Elder Gold Rush dungeon. We'll see. By the way, that new seed will require 100 farming to plant. Now, as for making the armor itself, you do 20% of the progress on a so-called drafting table, and then you move on to a tailor's dummy. This is where you'll finish the item from 20% to 100%, at which point you'll have upgraded the item to, let's say, +2 or +3, and so on. Now, while doing this, uniquely, there is a chance to fail. If you fail, you can continue creating your item or crafting it, but at a lower progress rate. Just like the other items, these armor pieces will have a set amount of experience, and you'll get 100% of that experience by completing it. If you get less progress and therefore finish your item slower, you'll gain less XP per hour. Now, there is a way to gain back your progress rate to normal rates, and that's by using the item on a repair table and continuing progress from there. Now, I sure hope that these drafting tables, tailor dummies, and repair tables are placed at least in somewhat close proximity of a teleport or each other. I say that because I for sure know that this is supposed to be some kind of low effort method that is not going to have groundbreaking experience rates. Something else that I think is worth noting is that while crafting, you'll need thread. And this isn't the thread I was talking about earlier, the new plant thread. No, this is regular thread. Mod Breezy vaguely explained this on Reddit, and as such, you'll be able to use your 99 crafting cape to avoid needing thread at all, which kind of is weird because everyone who is doing this training method, unless you're boosting, has level 99 crafting and therefore has the 99 crafting cape, at which point you don't need thread. So I'm not sure what kind of... I don't really understand why there's a need for thread at all. Maybe it's for realism purposes or just... it's a fantasy game. What am I saying? Anyways, if you fail and don't go to the repair table, you'll continue to use double the thread for every progress action after failing. So until you finish the item. Again, this doesn't really matter if you have the 99 crafting cape. So, there's that. Now, you can upgrade the armor to +5 and then do something similar to burial smithing for melee armor, ascension with the rune crafting weapons, and martial fletching with the elder magic ranged weapons. In essence, adornment is sacrificing this magic armor piece and giving you more XP per hour from it. As for the look of this new tier 90 magic armor set, Jagex isn't quite sure what they want to choose in terms of visuals just yet. You can give your feedback if you'd like, but they're thinking of having a Grandmaster version of Infinity, Dagon High, or Mystic robes, going for something similar to Ancestral or Bloodbark robes from old school Runescape, or picking something completely else based on community feedback. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Grandmaster Mystic robes, but that's just me. Now, this update is also going to add a Masterwork magic armor set with level 100 stats, although it isn't quite clear yet what this armor set is going to be. Masterwork seems to have an identity crisis. Now, I think it should be a power armor set with some kind of passive. That could be tanky, just like Masterwork melee armor. Based on what I'm reading here, I'm already seeing many inconsistencies just for the sake of the update, or so it seems. It's weird when you have a Masterwork armor set for one style, being melee, that requires level 99 smithing to create and has tier 90 stats. This magic version will require level 110 crafting and has, or will have, level 100 stats. I'm aware the weapons require 110 and have tier 100 stats, but the armor is, or just retrofit melee Masterwork armor. Bring it up to tier 100, bring up the smithing requirement to level 100, and it will be consistent. 110 crafting will also add other new items, including a new tier of urn called the Exquisite urn. This is essentially a new tier of urn for all the existing urns and can be created from level ranges ranging from level 100 to 110 crafting. I do hope they add more urns with this update, including urns for a skill like archaeology, because that's a skill that's missing urns. You can create these urns from a new type of clay, which is called porcelain clay, and that requires level 100 mining. Interestingly, this won't be the only mining node added with the 110 crafting update. There's also going to be a brand new platinum rock at level 100 mining as well. Please, 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 please make sure that these are at least somewhat relevant XP-wise, otherwise it's just going to be sad. Okay, so platinum ores. Yep, you guessed it, that means platinum bars, which you can use to make brand new platinum jewelry, including a ring, necklace, bracelet, amulet, and an anklet. Now, this isn't a new slot, unfortunately. That would probably require too much dev time. No, it's something you place in your boot slot. So instead of wearing boots, you would wear an anklet. For me to want to swap out my boots, they better be good. Now, with platinum bars and dragonstones, you'll be able to create this jewelry, although they are open to other suggestions. Now, Jagex, if you want to piss off the Iron Man player base again, make sure the recipe requires moonstones. Only kidding, of course, guys. Overall, I think this extension is going to add a good amount of new things to the game, and I like that other skills such as farming and mining are getting new content with this one as well. On the PVM side of things, it could get interesting if the jewelry ends up having cool effects. If not, though, it'll just be another stat increasing item or a bit of stuff for those that cannot afford the higher end rings and amulets. As for the new crafting method, I wouldn't exactly call that exciting, but it's something that is going to add to the variety of methods you can pick from when going for 120 or 110. So yeah, pretty good. I just hope that the XP rates are at least somewhat relevant, otherwise players are just going to return to their usual methods. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it interesting. If you did, drop a like and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.